Let's continue our conversation with political commentator Mike Reagan. And Michael, as we were saying before we left off here, you have been campaigning in places like North Carolina. We've talked about the fact that there have often been third-party candidates crop up in certain races, and they often poll in the low single digits. But what we're seeing now is some of these third-party candidates, including in the Florida governor's race in North Carolina and with Orman in Kansas, that these guys are polling much higher. Is that a really kind of voter sentiment reigning in here? Like, we know these guys might not necessarily win, but we want to make a vote anyway out of protest for the two current dominant parties.
Yeah, as it gets closer, though, John, what happens is people usually firm up. They always want to vote for the person they think is actually going to win the race, so they can go around, pat themselves on the back, and say, "Listen, I voted for the guy who won." And so you're going to see this. You're going to see this going back and forth between now and election day. Let's talk about the polls that happened in the last 10 days. Those are the ones that are starting to really firm up. Right now, people are volatile. They go back and forth. Why? There's a lot of ads going on out there. Yes, are the voters disheartened with what's going on in Washington, maybe their own state? Yes, but at the end, they also want to vote for the guy they think is going to win or the gal that they think is going to win the race. And what's happening is you see a lot of people, myself, Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, others, Sarah Palin and others, going into these states to really help the incumbent, help the Republican, as you see the Democrats doing the same thing. So I think at the end of the day, that the polls are going to show you that those in the lead in that last 10 days, those are the ones who are going to end up winning the day and winning the race. And I think North Carolina and Kansas and those places will end up going Republican.
All right, there's your prediction there from Michael Reagan. Now, I also want to ask you about something that Dick Morris recently said. Of course, a good friend of the program here, Dick is, but he says that Hillary Clinton is working behind the scenes with former Defense Secretary Leon Panetta in criticizing the Obama foreign policy. He says, quote, "What Panetta is doing is a hit. A contract killing for Hillary. Panetta, at core, is a Clinton person, not an Obama person. By accurately and truthfully describing the deliberations in the Obama cabinet, he makes Hillary look better and he makes Obama look worse, and I even think he'll get his reward in heaven." What's your assessment on Dick Morris's take on what's going on with this Panetta book and what he's saying about the current administration?
There's a lot of people who make a living bashing Hillary Clinton. And that's exactly what they do. And he makes a great living bashing Hillary Clinton, blaming Hillary Clinton for all of these things going on. The fact of the matter is, everybody was saying what is being said now by Leon Panetta, and the fact that everybody thought the President of the United States was going in the wrong direction. George Bush thought he was going in the wrong direction. And guess what? Politics is politics. If he's doing the bidding for Hillary Clinton, he's doing the bidding for Hillary Clinton. That's what politics is, in fact, all about. But at the end of that day, people vote for people they like. And I will tell you this, Hillary Clinton is not likable. She is not Bill Clinton. I know Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's a friend of mine. Hillary's no Bill Clinton.
Sound like you're on the debate podium there, Mr. Reagan. Anyway, that's a good assessment there, and I appreciate your comments and your candor on that issue as well. We haven't heard a lot from Panetta, so this week anyway, so maybe that storm has passed over the White House. But I want to get your take also on some of the criticism we're hearing for the Obama administration, and he's getting it from all sides. A lot of folks saying he once again is leading from behind when it comes to ISIS. What's your take on this? Is there any way that the president can regain some sort of control over the situation? Because no matter what your party is, it doesn't look good for the American people when the president seems to be struggling on an issue like this.
No, I don't think he can gain control over it because he really has no concept what to do. He thinks he's the smartest man in the room. He won't listen to the smarter people in the room, won't listen to the Joint Chiefs. He won't listen to, the leaders that are there talking to him. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. As long as you think you're the smartest guy in the room, don't need any help, you're not going to change your dynamic. And remember this, you're also dealing with a president who basically blames the United States of America for every ill in the world. So he thinks he's doing the right thing, and ultimately we'll all pay the price for it. And all we can do is hope and pray that there's a new change in the Senate of the United States in 2016. Somebody can put a halt to what this president is doing, and then we can change everything in 2016. But do we have that kind of time? I don't know.
We don't have that kind of time. We'll have to leave it there. Michael Reagan, thanks so much.